What's up, guys? My name is Michael Charles.
I'm Joe Gaynor.
We're here at Bev Francis Powerhouse Gym in Syosset, New York. We're going to take you through a chest and tricep workout today.
That's it.
Two, three. Alright, so today we did some flat bench press. I like to incorporate the barbell press. It's a basic compound movement for your chest. I feel as it helps keep the mass on your chest, and it's a strength exercise. You always want to keep in something basic in your chest workouts. I try to stay fairly heavy, as heavy as possible. In my all season, I've gone up to 405 for 6 reps. I still try to stay basic as my prep continues, but naturally as my weight declines and my calories decrease, the weight comes down, but I still try to go as heavy as possible.
Good. Good.
I pretty much found bodybuilding when I was in high school, when I played football. I was pretty strong as a football player in high school. I was really light. I was 145 pounds, but I had a 225-pound bench press. And one day someone told me about Ronnie Coleman. I went home, looked him up on YouTube, and I saw that video where he was wearing those black and yellow pants, pressing the 200-pound dumbbells. I was amazed. I was like, I want to be like this guy. I want to look like him and be as strong as him. From there, I went to, I think it was Borders Books, and I bought one of his books, tried to follow the meal plan, follow his workouts. And as time progressed, I went to my first show. I met someone named Sean Clarita. He's now an IFBB pro. And he pretty much showed me the ropes, got me involved, and he helped bring me into this sport. And big thanks to him. I like to incorporate some kind of incline press, regardless if it's incline dumbbell, incline barbell. We did a barbell, so I decided to do dumbbells today. We hit it at a partially, like a 37-degree angle and then a higher angle. I just feel as if it hits the upper portion of your chest, which pretty much every bodybuilder needs. Did my first show when I was 19 years old. I did a few natural shows with Sean, and then I decided to make the switch over to NPC after receiving my natural pro card. I qualified for nationals by winning the East Coast last year in 2013. I won the overall in the novice class and got second in the open. I started working with Phil Visicaro about 8 months ago, and we decided to do the Golds Classic this year, and I won the light heavyweight open and won the overall. I was about 8 pounds heavier than I was last year on stage, in better condition. He's been a great help for me, and he's shown me a lot. A lot of things that we've changed. I know a lot of people say it and a lot of people probably don't believe it, but food is very, 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 very important. I'm eating probably slightly around 3,000 calories a day, where in the past I've eaten as low as 1,500 to 1,600. I'm taking full advantage of my metabolism, and it really, really shows in my physique. It allows me to train harder. It allows me to stay stronger, which I've realized the more muscle you have, the easier it is to get into shape. Following that, we hit a variation of a cable fly. It's a little different than I'm used to since I'm at Bev's today, so I wanted to try something different. I like to incorporate flies. It feels a good stretch, and I do not go heavy on flies. I do it more for the feel, so I like to feel the contraction, I like to feel the stretch, and I keep my rep range pretty high on there, maybe 12, 15, sometimes even as high as 20. Just really feel a good pump on there.
You going to the bottom? Oh, okay.
The last exercise we did was the decline hammer strength press. I put on bands for some resistance. I put it so that you felt the contraction portion. So if you notice in the video, I tried to squeeze the contraction. You just feel more of a squeeze at the end. Since we were finishing up the workout anyway, I wasn't trying to do anything crazy. Oddly enough, most people may start bodybuilding because a family member's involved, but in the reverse, my dad actually became a bodybuilder, or he's did his first show after I did mine. He's competed at the Metropolitan, and he's won the Masters 50 class, and he won the Masters 50 class at the Eastern USA's as well. We train together from time to time. He's 54 years old, and he's definitely good support. But I can't forget to mention my mother, because she's obviously good support as well. And she's not a bodybuilder or anything, but she definitely supports me. And without those two, I definitely wouldn't be here today. To start off triceps, I usually do a type of rope push down. If you noticed, I take a few steps back and really try to contract the triceps all the way. Then I'll take another step forward, contract them again, and then pretty much come all the way towards the machine and push down. I usually do around 30 to 50 reps, really get a good blood flow. I never do low reps for triceps unless I'm doing the flat close grip, but it's a really good feeling and you should definitely try that one. Hey. Shit. The second exercise we did for triceps was skull crushers. Same thing on there. I kept the rep range, I think about 15, 20. Nice and controlled movement, nothing crazy, nothing too heavy. Just try to feel the stretch and feel the contraction. Also, I did it on the incline bench, if you noticed that. Try to put it behind my head slightly and then come all the way to the top. Last, we did dips. On the dips, I also used the band, wrapped it around my neck. If you noticed, the higher or the closer you get to the contraction point, the further the band stretches, which makes the contraction harder. It cuts down the reps. Most of us, if we're fairly strong, we can do dips for 15, 20 reps. So it helps decrease the reps, makes it harder. Then take the band off and as a drop set or a strip set, and then continue to failure with the dips. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Adam Silver for giving me this opportunity. And I'd like to thank Bev and Steve for allowing us to shoot in this awesome gym. Sometimes I wish I lived a little closer so I could make this my home gym. Of course, I'd like to thank my parents because without them, I wouldn't be here. But not only that, I would not be where I am today because they fully support me in everything I do, bodybuilding, school, and just pushing me to be the very best that I can. I'd also like to, even though I don't work with Sean anymore, I'd like to thank him because he introduced me and he showed me the ropes in the beginning. And I'd also like to thank Phil Vistacaro for pretty much taking me to the next level. And I'd like to also thank my girlfriend Lauren for, through all the ups and downs, always supporting me and being there for me no matter what.